Every man, woman, and child, every human being is on a quest for this one thing. Everyone craves it. In everything that they do in life, they are searching for it. They are pressed from within to find this one thing. It's called dominion. I am here to help you win, to point you in the direction so that you can obtain dominion. My job is to help you to win. This is the Transparency to Power podcast. We often hear people say, and especially on social media now, I'm sure you have heard when people are talking about nice versus kind. And they drive home some great points, and usually coming from the perspective of a person who's on maybe the defensive end or the receiving end. And that's all great, and it is important that we get people into a mode where they don't extend themselves in order to be exploited. However, nice versus kind also is important when we're talking about on the part of the person who is imparting. And, I just want to encourage you today to not be nice. Don't be nice. Don't be nice. Stop being nice. And I want to encourage you to be kind. There's some really, really great things here that you take this, you use it, it's going to help you. That's what we're here for, to help you to win. And as far as why be kind instead of being nice? It's interesting. Jesus, he tells his disciples in the book of Matthew, he tells them, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. And so with that, we have to make sure that we have intentions and we have motives that are pure. They're simple, they're pure. They're simply based on what is, cut and dry. Let your yea be yea, let your nay be nay. I pulled up some definitions here as far as being nice. Being nice, by definition, is displaying polite, agreeable, or socially pleasant behavior. And so usually the motivation there is to appease other people, to make sure that other people are comfortable, to make sure that we're not creating any awkwardness. But on the other hand, when we look at being kind actually embodies, the same thing as far as being polite, being cordial. But let's take a look at that definition. Being kind, by definition, demonstrating genuine concern and care for others' well-being, even when it's difficult. And sometimes that could mean a tough conversation. But being kind seems to deal with something deeper than surface, whereas being nice is absolutely all about the superficial. So, a few other scriptures I just wanted to share. This is going to be probably one of the quickest videos that we did. Is probably going to almost look like it's one of the shorts. But in the book of Romans, and just to show you, there's Bible that endorses being kind. In the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 10, it says, be kindly affectionate. And this is the King James Version. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another. So Be kindly. Another translation, New Living Translation. There's English Standard Translation also, but New Living Translation says, love each other with genuine affection. Again, there's that word again, genuine. And as opposed to being nice, sometimes a person may just be tolerating you. They're smiling, but inside they really rather not be around you. They have nice things to say, they compliment, but actually when they're away from you, they have other conversation about you. That's when people are being nice. You want to make sure you're not that guy. You're not that woman, that man. You're not that person that's being nice to everyone, but you absolutely want to be kind to people. It may be a tough conversation you have to have with someone out of love. And it's that type of love that sometimes can keep a person from derailing. But that type of conversation and that type of reach comes from a place of being genuine, which is being kind. So I want to encourage you to be kind. And as you're kind to those people around you, you're fulfilling what Hebrews 13:1 says, which is let brotherly love continue. And again, when we're talking about being nice, we're talking about the superficial. When we're talking about being kind, we're talking about what represents what is the illustration or the essence of love, having genuine affection for another one and for another person, another human being, and desiring for their well-being. That's what we're called to do. That's who we ought to be as ambassadors of Jesus Christ. And so with that, I hope that helps you. If you are genuine with the people around you, as opposed to being superficial, you're going to find your relationships are going to be stronger, more fruitful. You're going to cause that to perpetuate by showing that person exactly what it means to love someone, to have a genuine affection for them and for their well-being. And so they're going to learn from that, and they're going to take it and they're going to pay it forward to someone else. So with that, we hope that you all have a prosperous rest of your day, and we want you to win. This is Transparency to Power podcast. Thank you so much. Don't be nice, be kind. We hope that you took notes and that you enjoyed this podcast. Please click like,